Battery critical. Low battery. 9. RSSI critical.
Good morning, childrens.
Battery critical.
It is, in fact,
9.145 volts.
your old pal
Battery
Brian.
critical. Low battery. 9. RSSI critical. Battery critical. Low battery.
There we go. It was flooding. Somebody on here said they don't like their transmitter talking to them. Yeah, whatever. It just doesn't make any difference. I actually enjoy battery telemetry. So, all right, looks like the wind's not blowing in the correct direction. So I need to
12.5 volts.
fix that. What's new? Anything?
Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered.
Got my.
Telemetry lost.
Yeah, I know
Battery
she's a
critical.
little
Low
obnoxious.
Battery. 9. Telemetry recovered.
Got my puddle star put back together. Let's see how this goes, huh?
Throttle active. Throttle
One of my, can you see that? One of them free spins and the other one's got
12.5.
a brake. And man, you know, they generally would come with the brake on, taking off. I just need to see if it makes any difference flying. I don't want to do that over the water at the lake, so. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it ripping the way I want it to.
12.1 volts.
To overheat the new ESC or the old one, in case the old one was bad somehow. I bought 2 new ZTW ESCs, but they're a newer generation, and unfortunately, the problem I run into is that I don't know how to set them up. So I need to maybe look for a YouTube video. I have 2 beautiful ESCs that, I don't know, it may even have reverse on it or something. I'm not sure.
12.1 volts.
Yeah, I got a little wind here. Beat me up. But yeah, it's not freaking me out, so we got that going for me. I don't know if that's going to make any difference having a one with a brake on and one with a brake off, other than driving my ADS. Anyway. Uh-oh.
Throttle hold.
So I can't tell whether that was me or the wind, and I got nervous. I did not throw away the other ESC just in case.
Throttle active. Throttle active. 12.2 volts.
Probably could have took off again. Just trying to be careful. I don't want this thing to go out of control and end up in a tree. So that's why I'm being cautious a bit. So yeah, I replaced the ESC with a new one that finally came. One of the most circuitous routes I've ever seen.
12.2
Yeah.
volts.
So got that done, and that makes me happy. All right, taking off. So yeah, I couldn't tell whether I lost control or not.
12 volts.
But it's a little breezy up high, as you may note by the American flag. American. Went ahead and brought the 540 as well. What's new? Dog sitting. Went and picked up my granddogs yesterday. That's a 113-pound Rottweiler and probably
11.8 volts.
at least a 100-pound beautiful Great Dane. Her name is Stella. And along with my dog, we are having what can only be described as a puppy party at my house. Holy crap, it just about wasn't high enough. Yeah, so there's that going on. Craziness at my house.
11.7
I
volts.
wasn't even going to fly today, but I'm like trying to escape all those jokers. They just love to play tug of war right up under your feet. They don't want to go outside. They're not aware that they're not humans. So that kind of foolishness is happening at my house. So I slipped up to the dollar store. Oh my God, they had us up at 2 o'clock this morning for about 1:30 to 3. The little devilish children. My
11.6 volts.
my grand dog, the Rottweiler, his name is Dez, D-E-Z. That crazy little joker decided it was a good idea to wake my Ellie up and play with her in the night. So they played a bit, and then Ellie had enough of that. She's 10 years old. Dez is about a year, a little more than a year. He was not having that, or Ellie wasn't, so it takes me and my wife. We're very light sleepers, and we're easily awakened, and we end up staying awake, you know, that kind of crap. So I don't know. I'm not driving this thing hard, you know, like I do out over the lake, just full throttle. But that was probably the issue, if I had to guess, was the ESC, and that was from plugging it in backwards some time ago. I can't fly this the way I want to, right? You know. What else? So that's what's going on.
11.4 volts.
I'm just about through my do list. There's a couple of things I'd like to do, but I'm just about done. And yeah, I want to wash and wax my truck next week. Give myself something to do. And yes, thank you. Happy birthday. I probably confused some of you. My birthday isn't until next Friday, and it's going to rain, but as aforementioned, to some of the people who know me, I love rainy days because I get to do indoor sports. So what else? So yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I planned on being treated like a sultan by my lovely wife, to include peeled grapes. We're getting jazzed. We're 30-something days from leaving for our European trip that we have been planning, and by we, my wife,
11.4 volts.
240 hours, 250 hours, maybe even more. She's got us down to, you know, she's got all the trains, tickets and everything and times, and she has it, you know, when you walk out of your respective Airbnb, you make a right and go 300 yards and make a left, and then you're at the train station type thing. Amazing. We need to go ahead and do
11.2 volts.
a test
20
packing
seconds.
of our gear, and make sure that everything we think we got's going to happen, going to work, going to be the way we
9,
want. That way there's no surprises.
6, 5, 4, 3.
Yeah, I gotta remember, I don't want this bitch up in a tree.
Timer 1 elapsed.
What else? Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's going to be a beautiful weekend and a beautiful week until next weekend, my birthday weekend. Yeah, 60. That's crazy. How does that even happen? Shout outs, the rowdies. You people are just stellar. Thank you for watching my vids. Captain Crunch, man, it's been fun talking with you about offline stuff, man, oh man.
11.2 volts.
You know, well, I tell everybody this because you and I don't just have the most unique stories on the planet. Actually, when you sit and you talk with people, people have some amazing stories. I mean, stuff you can't make up. Just fascinating. And but it's been great sharing life stories with you. It really has. Now, I'll tell you why. I love stories, number one. The other one is that it kind of helps you
11.1 volts.
remember or revisit those amazing times that you had. I've had some amazing times on this planet. Wonderful times and horrifyingly bad times. I won't even bother you with that kind of stuff. But yeah, what a lovely life. And you just can't make that stuff up. Yeah. What I had earlier was a probably me getting scared and just flipping the switch.
11.1 volts.
I thought I was out of control, but what it is this crazy rotary winds that are happening is indicated by that flag. All right, I've tested this thing. We'll take the puddle star up for a fly. Yeah, that.
Throttle hold.
Other than bothering my need for symmetry, I'm gonna say this thing is doing just fine. Yeah,
11.3 volts.
I think I probably figured it out. We'll find out probably tomorrow or the next day, maybe Monday. I'll take it out to the lake and just wring it out. But it's a little close quarters for me here. Back in a flash.
Telemetry lost.
And back at the community center with the venerable Twisted Hobbies. Oh, along those same lines, I happen to have in my possession probably, well, today I'll have a new one of these Sunny Sky motors, which is just great. And I have, as aforementioned, spare electronic speed controls. Actually, I have another one that would probably, frankly, do the job just fine. But it's a single, you know. So it's made by, it's been years, probably 9 years. It was called an Afro ESC, and I have them in probably one of my quads. So it is funny to me that I still have one of those. Made in Japan, but I guess the guy that made them may be black, because they call it an Afro ESC, or they just wanted to honor black people. But it's funny because there's a guy with a 1970s, it's a cartoon, a 1970s natural on the stamp of the ESC, on the sticker. But and that may facilitate the need for me to go ahead and spring for another plane in the fall. I wonder what I would get. Steven has a big one that I flew up at his house in Virginia. Yeah, it's just beating me up there. It's funny. You know, bigger than the 540, and that's the problem. You know, I won't be able to transport it, so I need to consider that. I might treat myself to a like a biplane of this size. So I need to try to get something that I can take with me on the road. And yeah, but I'm afraid I'm just about out of room. You know, I'm always going to take this with me if I can, and I'm always going to take the puddle star with me if I can. But yeah, I'll have a spare Sunny Sky motor, which is going to come with me. And I tell you what, I've been buying these $14 or $7 or $8 Amazon soldering irons as I am on the road, and they just die so quickly. The tips just die, you know. So what I'm gonna do is probably go ahead and bring my Haiku with me. Love that thing. I only end up having to solder a couple of times a season, and the Haiku rocks. Freaking love this plane. Oh, thank you, ooh. I've talked about this before, but me and ooh have been really great influences on each other. I talked him out of buying a crap travel trailer one time and got him into camping. Got him into FPV. Got him into OpenTX. He got me into getting rid of the standard wallet that I carried, George Costanza wallet. Just look that up if you want some joy. I swear mine was about the size of George Costanza's. And getting one of those Ridge wallets, you know, it's just get rid of all that other crap you're never going to use in your wallet and just carry your credit cards. That's all you do, credit cards and a money clip. So, what else did he influence me on? Oh, revisiting Whoops, also UMX in the form of the Ultrix, which I think I need to bring back with me on the road. I didn't take it last year for whatever reason. I also forgot my ZMR 250, and I need to look at that closely. If I have a busted arm on that thing, what I may end up doing is I have a total new frame, but holy crap, that's a day's job redoing your frame. It really is. Isn't this cool? You can fly it right in a ball field, you know? Just right in the ball field.
Seconds.
What? All right. Landing.
Throttle hold.
I have flown this damn thing all over America, or one similar to it. I had my other one, which was called what? The Value Hobbies version of this, which was unfortunately significantly smaller in its thickness. And I struck myself a deal that said I'll try it. You know, it was like $35. This is from and turns out I fell in love with it and flew it all over the nation, and it got so old it rotted.
Telemetry lost.
So I sprung for the name brand one, which is this, and I see that there are other companies out there now, not the Ultrix. I don't think I'd be happy with it, haven't had this, but there are other companies that make you know, 3D foam planes. Although I'd really like Twisted Hobbies. All right, thanks for hanging out with me on a Saturday morning. I'm gonna go back to the house and I'm gonna go over my do list and see what all I got left. See ya.